Want to learn about an environmentally friendly way for pest control that also saves homeless pets? We're going to tell you all about the Arizona Humane Society's Working Cats program and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. I'm Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this Saturday. Not only is it early morning Saturday, but it's the day after St. Patrick's Day, so hopefully if you guys are recovering, we're going to help you recover even faster with some absolutely adorable and wiggly pets, of course, just like this one here. And whether you're a fan of a good porterhouse or a fan of the beer that this kitty is named after, Porter is sure to bring a smile to your face. We're going to introduce you to him in just a moment. But first, we want to show you the incredible glow up of Loki, who was saved by AHS after his mama came to us as a pregnant stray and gave birth to 7 puppies in our maternity suites, as you see there. We always talk about just how life-saving this area is, and a huge component to saving little ones like Loki are the foster heroes that welcome in these little families while growing big and strong. Right, Lisa? Look at this tail wax.
Look how big and strong he is now. They are 8 weeks old, and as you saw, they were born, the whole litter was born at the Arizona Humane Society in our maternity suites. The maternity suites is a medical extension of our Second Chance Animal Hospital, and these little youngsters and their mother get to recover back there while they're medically supervised. People check on them, make sure mom's doing okay, she has enough food, everybody's safe with the puppies. And then once they are all medically cleared, they go off to a foster home. So luckily, lucky Loki here was able to be raised in a foster home, and they come back to the shelter. He's soft and bathed, and his foster home clearly loved him dearly. Now he's ready to be loved by your family. His mama was like a red type pit bull, but he obviously must have been, maybe daddy was black and tan, but he is adorable, and I'm putting him to sleep here. And that tail, he can use it as a metronome. He just goes back and forth, nice and calm. These guys have been well socialized and are going to be ready to come on into your family, and they'll just need the puppy basics.
Oh my goodness, I think he's tricking all of our viewers into thinking that he's nice and calm, Lisa, but we know better.
We know better.
Thank you so much for that. And speaking of, we have some expectant mama dog bellies who are fit to burst, and so are our maternity suites. Right now, AHS's maternity suites kennels are completely full, which means we can't take in any more expecting or nursing dogs and puppies until these furry families are placed in foster hero homes. Aretha, Violet, and Nova are just a few mamas and their puppies out of hundreds that will need your help this year alone. Fostering mom dogs and their babies is fairly easy. You provide a loving home, and AHS provides all the food, medication, supplies, training, and the mama dog does most of the work. Visit azhumane.org/foster to learn more about how you can help these little families. And our next kitty was actually fostered by one of AHS's bottled baby ICU technicians, Angelica. Looks like she did an absolutely incredible job raising this one, even though he's a little wiggly right now, Stacy.
He is right now. He was sitting here purring away. This is Porter. He initially came in as a stray with his siblings. He was seen for his eye, but then he went into foster for weight gain and a kitty cold, and now he's all better. He's very playful and loving, as you can see. Look at the camera, baby. And big shout out, you mentioned the Bottle Baby Nursery. Big shout out to our Bottle Baby volunteers and techs. They work around the clock shifts to make sure that these little kitties get the care that they need. Some of these cats need to be fed as much as 2 hours, every 2 hours. So they commit to doing that. Big shout out to them. Also, our Bottle Baby Nursery just opened officially this week, so we'll have many months ahead of little lives to save, and so we're looking forward to that, and that's possible thanks to all of you out there. So this is Porter. He's loving, he's ready to play and cuddle, so come on down and see him.
You know, that's how it always goes. They're nice and calm before the camera goes and action. They're ready.
Yep.
Thank you for that, Stacy. And yes, thank you to everyone that helps us with our bottle babies. And we're doing this a little backwards and showing Amelia's after picture first, because we do want to warn you that her before pictures are a bit jarring. However, it's important to show you her transformation and just how far she's come thanks to your support. Amelia was a 1 out of 9 on the body condition score chart when she came to us over a month ago. As you can see, her ribs and her spine in those pictures. But look at her now, Perry. What a testament, not just to her fighting spirit, but also what a little love and medical care can do.
She looks absolutely fabulous in the personality to match. She's a wonderful doggie. She is that transfer, as you said, from the emergency animal clinic. She came and was extremely emaciated. You know, I think all of us at the shelter have seen thousands of medical records. I have never seen a body score of 1. That's just unbelievable. I've just never seen a dog come in that thin before. But look at her now. She's still a little on the thin side, and she wants all these treats, and she's entitled to have them too. She has some medical disclosures for some extractions she had, probably due to malnutrition, I'm guessing. She's got a very tiny little wart-like mass on her right hip here. Other than that, she's really good. She went to a foster home for some socialization because she came in very, very timid. But look at her now. She is one happy puppy. You know, I mentioned that Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital where she went into. We saved thousands of animals in that hospital, but it is a postage stamp. It is a tiny little place. It's the largest trauma hospital in the Southwest. We've treated thousands of animals there, but it's still very small. Our new facility that we're building that's going to be due to open late summer, the Papago Park campus, is going to be just a fantastic facility where we'll be able to treat even more thousands of more animals like this gorgeous one right here. And with your help and your donations, we've been able to make that possible. It's going to be a fabulous facility. It's going to be a teaching hospital. Check out that facility, azhumane.org/new.
Oh my goodness, what a cuddle bug she is. What a transformation, both physically and mentally. Thank you so much for that, Perry. And next up on our list of cuties looking for their forever homes is Billy, who, if you can see in his before photo here, had a little bit of some goopy eyes, maybe wrestling with an upper respiratory infection, wasn't feeling well when he came to us, right, Janine?
Correct, but look at him now. He has been recovering from his upper respiratory infection in a foster heroes home, which is wonderful for them because they will be socialized and happy and healthy being in a family situation or like in a home environment. But guess what happened to him? He fell into a pool. It's, I mean, could you imagine? Cats don't like water for one thing, and then to have a little kitten fall into a pool, crazy. But he survived, and our field team came and picked him up and brought him back to our shelter. But I just want to talk a little bit about socializing. As you can tell, he seems a little bit on the fearful side. When you have kittens, or any pet in general, the key is to give them time. Let them do things on their own timeline. Don't try to force handling them, but what is important? Food and toys a lot of times. So those are the two things that you use to start enticing them to think of you as what is a good thing. You know, they start associating, especially with cats, smelly, fishy smelling canned food. That a lot of times their nose is what will bring them out from under the bed. So, and also, I always say, speak in a high voice. Hello, my little kitty. Because sometimes men's voices or their body stature, it kind of can make them a little more frightened. And if you start just kind of getting down their level and sit on the floor and let them come to you, let them smell you, then you're going to have a much better relationship with your pet if you didn't try to force it in the beginning. But be patient because this is all new to them, a new environment, new people, new sounds, smells. So look at this little guy. He is ready to go. This is little Billy. Look at these feet. So cute.
Absolutely adorable. Thank you for those tips, Janine. And you know what? The way to anyone's heart is through food. That's at least for mine as well. And make sure to stay tuned right here to Pets on Parade. We're going to tell you all about how kitties having jobs saves lives right here in our community. That's coming up after the break. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, like we mentioned before the break, The Arizona Humane Society's Working Cats program is truly life-saving and so innovative to be able to help even more pets right here in our community. And to talk to us all about it is Kate Zerker, who works in our placement program department. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Yeah, of course.
Now, before we get into everything working cats, for anyone that maybe is not familiar with you, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself and your role at the Arizona Humane Society?
Yeah, so my official position title is Rescue and Transport Program Specialist, which basically means I help run a lot of the internal programs at the Arizona Humane Society that deal with alternative placement. So for example, our Rescue Partners program, our Working Cats program, our Community Cats program, Project Reach Out, and then our Transportation program. So I just kind of help keep those operations running.
Oh my goodness, yes. Truly, your guys' department is absolutely incredible, so life-saving to be able to help even more pets in our community. But can you dive a little bit more into what placement programs means? You kind of named a few of them, but how does it save more lives right here in our community?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we're actually called Rescue and Transport Programs now. Originally, we were alternative placement programs now, so the name kind of changes. But basically, our goals is to just provide, again, alternative placement for these pets, whether it's medical or behavioral. If they just need extra time, extra resources, extra commitment, we do our best to kind of get those animals out of the shelter environment and into a place that can give them more specialized care for what they need.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, anyone who watches Pets on Parade or sees any of our media segments, you know, even just our Project Reach Out alone saves hundreds of pets from community shelters that maybe are overrun or pets that are in need of medical, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Now, let's get into the fun thing about cats with jobs.
Yes.
Working cats. What does that mean, and what is this program all about?
Yeah, so the Working Cats program is designed as an environmentally friendly form of pest control, while also giving cats who may not be compatible with the domestic house cat life, and giving them a chance to be outside while also helping their owners out with, again, pest control. So we have like a brewery who has a cat named Gravy, who's awesome. Barns, warehouses, construction sites, even just like everyday houses and neighborhoods. Yeah, they apply to the Working Cat program, and we provide them with between 2 to 6 cats, whatever they request. And then we send those cats out for their job, and they get their standard food, water, shelter, care. But then they get an alternative place where maybe they don't want to live in the house life, so they get to be a pest control.
Absolutely. It is so environmentally friendly, and like you mentioned, it's a way for these cats really to be cared for and to have a lifestyle where they're still saved. Now, you kind of dived into this already, but can you tell us what makes this program so innovative and why we do it at AHS?
Yeah, so again, it's kind of just like an alternative placement. So we have criteria that the cats have to meet who are in our shelter. So we have our team and then behavioral specialists, and just like it's a whole, all the Humane Society kind of gets to play a part in it. And so once those cats meet those criteria, then we get them rolling on this alternative placement and get them out to their job placements.
Oh my goodness, it is so amazing. And like you said, everyone truly does come together to make sure that what is going to be the best for the pet happens, including in our Working Cats program. Now, for anyone out there who is watching who's like, hey, I have a barn. Hey, I have a bar. Maybe they're interested in learning more about Working Cats. Yep. What do they need to know about the process?
Yeah, so what you can do is you can go to azhumane.org/workingcats, and you'll find a link for an application. We'll look at your application, and then once we have the cats available, we'll contact you and reach out, and we try to keep the process as simple as possible. So it's $25 per cat. If you're within 25 miles of the Sunny Slope campus and you would like to request a delivery, it's an additional $25 fee. And then in regards to cat supplies, obviously not everybody has acclimation crates. So we have a loaning program where we can loan we can loan acclimation crates and cat carriers for up to 2 months. And then after that 2-month acclimation, because it takes 4 weeks for them to acclimate, then you can let your cats out, and we can either come pick up your supplies if you're within that 25-mile radius, or you can come and drop them off.
If you want to learn more, you can visit azhumane.org/workingcats. Until then, look at this swimming kitty. We're going to introduce you to him after the break. Thank you for tuning back into Pets on Parade. Now, we met the sweet pup's brother earlier, and you also saw him at the beginning of the show. He is so sweet, and he even has a name to match, Janine.
Well, Rolos that is one of my favorite little candies, and he actually kind of has a little bit of those coloring of that candy. I mean, if you could see the fur, look at the coloring, how it's like cream and caramel with the black. He is absolutely gorgeous. And for 8 weeks old, this boy is big. I mean, he's got big feet, but the cool thing about him is look at his personality. He plays gentle. He's not super hyper. You know, he's just like, he's gonna make a wonderful family pet. He'll be just enough for kids to run around the backyard and play with. I mean, and this is a great age where you can really start teaching them what's appropriate and when to bite on what, and hopefully it's not your hands, because you'll teach them that. But I also want to talk about the issue about the pool situation with the cat falling in. Well, we really need to make sure that you have to have the same idea as if they were a child. Watch your animals around water. And then if you haven't taught them yourself to where the steps are, how to get out of the pool, tragedy definitely has happened, and you don't want that to be part of your family. So, you know, they just have to be socialized. Some animals are not water dogs or cats at all, and some totally love it. And like, think about a dachshund. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen a dachshund swim, and look at those little 2-inch legs. But yeah, so just watch your animals around, because it's going to be getting warm here pretty soon. And, you know, exercise in water is great, but you have to do it properly.
Yes, that is right. Great safety tips, and there's a lot more safety tips at azhumane.org as well. Thank you so much for that. And thank you, Rolo, for playing so gently. And last week we showcased a pup named Scottsdale. This week we're moving on to Gilbert, who looks amazing in his little top hat there, as well as being in a little kitten parade. Carrie, tell us about him.
That's right, Kelsey. Here's my little burrito snack of the day. This is Gilbert, and I'm not sure if you could get any cuter than this beautiful little 7-week-old kitty. Stacy talked earlier about how our kitten season is here, and our Bottle Baby ICU and Kitten Nursery are officially open. Now, what are the difference between those two specialty areas? Well, our Bottle Baby ICU are for those kittens that are unable to eat on their own. So usually kittens from days old up to 4 weeks. Once they're eating on their own and they made a certain weight requirement, they transfer over to our Kitten Nursery, which is where Gilbert has been spending the last few days. Now, this little kiddo just needs a couple weeks in someone's home to gain weight until he's old enough and of weight to be altered. And so this is a fantastic foster case to start kitten season off. We will provide all the supplies you need, but truly, this little kiddo is going to thrive best in a small area like a bathroom or a closet, where they have a manageable area that they can explore. This is a great time for kitten socialization. As you can see, he's like, I'm done with my burrito friend. I just want to be out and running around. So this is a fantastic opportunity to get kittens the handling that they need to be successful in an adopter's home. So right now, Gilbert's just the first of thousands of cats that are going to be coming in to AHS. And we need your help today, next month, throughout the entire summer to have a successful kitten season. So would you please consider opening up your heart and your home to a little feline today? Please apply online, azhumane.org/foster. And again, we guarantee a whole lot of fun with these little ones.
Absolutely. You can even have as many burritos at home as you want. Carrie will not complain about wanting to take more.
I'll give you a dozen burritos.
I love that. Thank you so much, Carrie. And a couple weeks ago, the Arizona Humane Society made its way back to the San Carlos Apache Reservation with the Banfield Foundation for a free spay, neuter, and wellness weekend. A skilled and dedicated team of doctors, technicians, and veterinary assistants worked tirelessly to help care for over 170 pets and perform about 90 surgeries for the pets of San Carlos. The joy and gratitude expressed by the residents kept us going all weekend long and solidified our pride in what our work is all about. Huge thank you to the generosity of Banfield Foundation and the hard work of Mars ambassadors who help these pets and their families get access to care. Now we have another absolutely handsome Siamese kitty. We saw him during our Working Cat segment, and I see you got him in a little harness. I love that, Lisa.
Yeah, little harness, because he's about ready to jump off this table. But this is Porter's litter mate. So this is Flume, and he is a beautiful 14-week-old flame point Siamese. These ears and this beautiful orange tail are going to continue to get a little bit darker as he grows up. He is purring away up here. He is active, and although he supports the Working Cat program, he wants to be sure that everybody knows his job in life is going to be to lay in your windowsill, soak in sun, and be absolutely beautiful. He would prefer, if maybe you have some golfers going by, that he could watch. And that is a good segue into reminding everyone, April 7th, we have our home-in-one golf tournament. So if you haven't already signed up, it is a wonderful day, April 7th, outdoors in the sun all day. We have both singles and foursomes still available. And you get to see great puppies, you get to meet all the great people, spend the day with your friends golfing, and if you get a hole-in-one on a couple holes, they have luxury cars out there that you can win. So I can't think of a better way to support the animals by going out on April 7th and playing some golf.
Man, being able to get a hole-in-one is an accomplishment in itself, but to win a luxury car, sign me up. Thank you, Lisa. And 441 more pets were spayed and neutered last month thanks to AHS's incredible Circle of Friends. This group of donors supports AHS's spay-neuter initiatives and help pet owners get the services they need to care for their pets. Thanks to this group, our Marge Wright Veterinary Clinic was able to offer $20 spay-neuter surgeries for the entire month of February, and our team was able to spay and neuter more than 400 pets in just the last month alone. Each one of these surgeries represents one small step in our ongoing mission to combat pet overpopulation. Last year, AHS spayed and neutered 12,533 pets in our shelter and out in our community. You can learn more about the importance of spaying and neutering or sign up for a service at azhumane.org/spay. And oh, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? I didn't have an Irish accent for you guys, but of course, I had to throw in some Shakespeare for you, Barry.
I'm right here. No, you mean this Romeo? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's very, very cute. I've been getting lots of kisses from him today, so he definitely is Romeo. This little guy came in with 3 other pups, emergency animal clinic, again, a transfer. He was found as a stray. He had some GI issues, as stray puppies always do. He's not really a puppy. He's 1 year old, though, still very, very young. Sent him off to our Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital, gave him some treatment for that, and he's good now. He is a really stunning little Chihuahua. He's chocolate, white, and tan. He's very, very well marked. He does, you can see, he's turning away from the camera right now. He's a little shy. He needs a little bit of socialization. He would probably benefit from a home that's going to be kind of quiet and give him a chance to get, used to the environment. You can definitely help the Arizona Humane Society and little Romeo by adopting him. But you know how else you can help the Arizona Humane Society and yourself in a big way financially? It's our 50-50 raffle. It is currently at $30,000. That means $15,000 to you, $15,000 to the Humane Society. And we got 2 weeks to go yet, so I wouldn't be surprised if that number hits about 50,000 or so. It is a great way to help the Arizona Humane Society. Go to our website, azhumane.org/5050.
Absolutely, a great way, and so win-win no matter if you win. Thank you, Perry. And don't change that channel. We're going to show you Napoleon Dynamite's transformation when we get back. Welcome back to POP. Now this pup is named after an absolutely fun movie that I absolutely love. Can you please introduce us to Napoleon Dynamite, Lisa?
This is Napoleon Dynamite. Look at him. He's not quite as quirky as the real Napoleon Dynamite. But 2-year-old poodle, look at his after. He's beautiful without all that heavy fluff on him. He is a little bit head shy, and he's probably going to do best in an adult home. So come on down. If you have older kids, have him meet them and come down to meet Napoleon Dynamite. He'll be growing in and be absolutely handsome soon.
Absolutely, and we are so sorry to Sherman and Stacy, but we don't have that much time right now to introduce you, but this is 1-year-old Sherman. He's absolutely lovable, just a little bit shy, of course, because he's an adult cat. Thank you so much for tuning in with us today, and make sure to visit azhumane.org/adopt for more information.